I mean, basically, you got so many gods, so many different religions. There's so much going on in this world that, you really can't talk about politics or religion. But we finna talk about it today.
Okay.
Woo! We finna go ahead and talk about this, you know what I'm saying? Hey, good looking out. Welcome back to McFly's Kitchen, okay? So, it's like we got too many different religions. And all these different gods and stuff like that. But everybody got all these different gods but want them to do the same thing. You praying for the same thing. Everybody got different prayers, but everybody got the same motive in life. You know what I'm saying? To live, to carry on, to keep moving forward, to get through certain situations. Everybody needs God. Okay? Everybody needs it. Now, what I'm about to say might step on some toes. Who gives a fuck? Me, I don't. You should know that by now. Now, okay, don't you notice everybody has different spirit? Everybody has different religions. Everybody has different gods, and they want them to do the same thing. What I mean, want them to do the same thing is just that my perspective on that is that God speaks to different people in different ways. He knows you, and he talks to you the way he wants you to hear him. You see what I'm saying? That's how he talks to you. It's just like, don't you notice how, I noticed it. I don't know if y'all noticed it or not. But you can look at different preachers, pastors, bishops, whatever. Or you can listen to any spokesperson. It's a lot of different people will tell you. You know what I'm saying? You can notice like some people be like, God's not answering your prayers because of this and because of that. You got to come to him like this, or you got to come to him like that, or you got to say it in Jesus' name or Allah. I mean, people tell you to do it in so many different ways because maybe that's how God talks to them. God may talk to them like that, but he might talk to you in a different way. You see what I'm saying? It's just like the best thing for you to do is to develop a personal relationship with the higher power. A spiritual, personal relationship for yourself. So you can get to know God personally. You get to know your higher power personally. Because it's a lot of people out here, they gonna feed you a line of bullshit. And people ain't gonna tell you that. 99, well, I'm gonna take that back. I give it a good 85 or 80% of preachers are actually telling the truth. But you never know who, because this world is filled with bullshit. It's just like the Bible. It's a lot of stuff in the Bible I think is watered down. I think it is. Because at the end of the day, and when I say at the end of the day, I'm trying to be logical now. You know what I'm saying? This is logical. Now, the Bible, it says a lot of things, right? I mean, but a lot of things don't make sense. But trying to figure out God, you'll lose your mind trying to figure him out. Because sometimes God can't make sense. And God don't make sense. So therefore, when you look at certain things, when people tell you certain things, you might not fit it. Because they told them in that way. And so they're trying to convey it to you in a way that they heard it. But you don't understand because that's how they heard it. So you can't be reached by them because 9 times out of 10, a person can be talking to you about something on how they feel about it. You don't know what the fuck they talking about. You see them just talking, but you don't know what the fuck they talking about. It's just like you hear me talking. But if you can't comprehend what I'm saying, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So you'll probably click onto another video. And that's understandable. And that's the same thing when it goes to churches, preachers, and religions and stuff like that. Because you don't know what the fuck they talking about because you can't relate to what they saying. That's why when some people go to church, they be like, I feel like the preacher was talking to me. Because you can relate to what that person was saying. Sometimes that's just like when some people be woke and you don't understand what the fuck they talking about. But they might be telling the truth. But you don't understand it the way they understand it. And to me personally, I think like everybody that's woke, I think they are the most intelligent people. And by me saying that, because they are more logical. They're more truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that all woke people are atheists or nothing like that or don't believe. There's a lot of people that believe in God, of course. God is the higher power. He's the higher power, right? Nobody never seen him. If you've seen him, you ain't talking to me right now. But what I'm saying is, the higher power is like, the reason I'm saying the higher power because everybody got different beliefs. I don't know what you believe in. I believe in God, me personally. But I'm saying the higher power because I don't know what you believe in, and I'm not trying to disrespect your religion or your spirituality. But what I'm saying is, whoever you worship or whoever you believe in, you need to get into a closer personal relationship. Me personally, I believe that there's one God up there. Me personally. I believe it's one God, but the world is so fucked up. It's so many different religions, so many different preachers telling you about different shit. You got different sculptures of what Jesus is supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying? And the things that are written in the Bible, you got things that are written in the Bible. You got different books. You got different scriptures. It's a whole bunch of things it's so much history. But the thing about history is none of you motherfuckers was there. And I wasn't there neither. So everybody basically is going on by what they're hearing. You're going on by what you're hearing. What you need to be going on by is what you experience. Go by what you experience. And some things that you experience, people might not understand what you experience. They might not understand what you're talking about. So don't get offended when people don't understand what you're saying. Don't get pissed off because people don't understand your point of view on your religion or your spirituality. Because it's different religions in this world. Everything is so different. That's why I say God made everybody different. So He gonna talk to you in His own personal way to you. His personal relationship with you is for you and Him only. Ain't nothing wrong with telling people what God done for you or what the higher power done for you. But some of you, mostly all of you, you can't tell people how to do everything. When it comes to relationships with God, you can't tell them. You can guide them in the right direction. Try to. But it's hard in this world because some people are full of shit and they're just out for your bread. I don't want your money. I'm finna tell you straight up fucking facts. I don't need no money. Not from nobody. I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like people say, shoot the messenger. You can shoot the messenger if you want to. But I'm just saying, I don't give a shit. I take it. But what I'm saying is you need to get in a relationship with your own personal relationship with the high power. Your own personal. I ain't telling you to stop listening to preachers. I'm not telling you to stop going to church. I'm not telling you to stop following whoever you follow. I'm not telling you that shit. I'm just saying you need to get your own personal beliefs for yourself. For yourself. Get in your own personal relationship. If you're a Christian, you believe in God, you believe in Jesus Christ, and if you feel like you should get on your knees and pray, that's what you need to do. If you believe in Allah, whoever, Nation of Islam, and you feel like you need to do what you gotta do, you get in your own personal relationship with them. Because everybody's spirit is not on point. Everybody's spirit is not off track. Some people, you can have sex with a person and feel off. You can kiss a person and feel off just by their spirit. You can be around a person. You can even, just by listening. Just listening to a person. Sometimes you just gotta just excuse yourself from certain situations. Excuse yourself from certain people. Excuse yourself and just leave. It's not that you weak. It's not that you being a pussy. None of that. It's just that you just have to excuse yourself. When pressure hit, when pain hit, when you go through trials and tribulations, when I go through certain shit, I won't say nothing. Because in my mind, I tell myself, you gotta handle it. You gotta handle it. It's you alone, you got to handle this. And that's what I do. I talk to myself and I coach myself in my mind because I know I'm better than that. Every time, because I know I'm a grown man and I can get in my feelings as well. So I have to check myself before any bullshit fly out my mouth. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I suggest everybody should get in their own personal relationship with the higher power. That's what I think. You know, I understand you can go to church and everything, you can get a good word or whatever. If you go to church, fine. You go to wherever you go. Fine, I don't give a fuck where you go. You know what I mean? You can go in the backyard and pray or what. I don't care. You know, that's between you and God. But what I'm telling you is get you a close relationship with the higher power. Get you a close relationship, a close and up personal relationship so you can get to know the higher power. You can get to know him and he can get to know you. Fuck what everybody else saying. You get to know him, he get to know you. That need to be your relationship. I know it's a lot of churches and influence and stuff, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I mean, God's word and stuff like that, I mean, you don't know. That's why at the end of the day, you have to get up close and personal with the high power yourself. He will reveal what he wants you to do. How do I know? Look, the shit, hey, I can't tell you what he can say to you. I can't tell you what he gonna tell you. I can't tell you what he gonna do. I can't tell you what works for you. I know what works for me, but I can't tell you what works for you. But what works for me is what works for me. That's why I'm not gonna tell you what works for me, because I don't want you to say, well, McFly said this, so I do it. No, I'm not gonna tell you what works for me, because you need to figure out what works for you. Just get your own close personal relationship, because there's so many in this world, so you need to go ahead and just get up close and personal with the higher power yourself. You need to do that. Don't worry about what everybody else is saying. Don't get me wrong, the messages out there, it's some messages out there, they're telling you the real truth and everything. There are truthful messages out there, but so many are full of shit. It's best that you go ahead and just get in a closer relationship yourself. Just do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get spiritual. Get in a spiritual relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? The higher power. Because I know some of y'all, I don't believe in it. Well, whoever you believe in, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? Whoever you believe in, get in a close and up personal relationship with them. All right? Be safe, be cool. I'll be signing off and I'll be seeing you. All right?